Welcome to Quantum Finance. My name is Parker. I'm the head trader here, but I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. So in today's video, we'll take a look at the economic data, we'll look at some news, we'll do a market recap, and then we will look at the trading opportunities from today. And remember, if you do enjoy the content, feel free to like and subscribe. So today, on the economic data front, we did have U.S. core PCE price index come in better than forecasted here at 0.6%. Looking at the calendar, we have next week pulled up. Tuesday, we have consumer confidence. Wednesday, we have pending home sales and crude oil inventories. Thursday, we get GDP and initial jobless claims. And Friday, we get core PCE price index. So now we'll look at some news. This morning, we did have the Treasury Secretary Yellen convene a closed meeting of the Financial Stability Oversight Council. This is the Fed's balance sheet. As you can see, they added another about $100 billion to the balance sheet here this week. So, pretty much 2/3 of the quantitative tightening that has gone on over the past, 6 months or so has been completely erased. And we actually do have Germany's largest bank, Deutsche Bank, with their credit defaults swap spiking here as the stock did get hit today pretty hard. And we also have Charles Schwab credit default swap spiking as well, even though they did come out and say that even if there was a run on the bank, they would be able to cover 100% of deposits. And this is the commercial mortgage-backed securities. They're also plunging here. And we did have a foreign central bank max out the FEMA repo. So, yeah, we had somebody pull out $60 billion, which is not good. We also have a 90% chance that the Fed is completely done raising rates. And this is the 2-year Treasury yield. It has moved from 5.05% down to 3.76, which is the largest 11-day decline in yields since October to November of 1987. And Black Monday crash was on October 19th, 1987. And we also do have the NASDAQ to launch crypto custody services in the second quarter of this year. So that's really cool to hear. It's funny though, it's contradictory. You have like the NASDAQ launching crypto services, but you also had this week saying the White House saying that cryptos were worthless, and then you have the SEC saying that pretty much all securities are breaking the law. So yeah, funny to see that here. So now we'll look at the market. Starting here in the debt market, we have the 10-year yield here, red day here in the 10-year yield, getting a slight wick down through Monday's lows, but getting a strong wick here after, still bouncing off that lower extreme here on the weekly chart. The dollar getting some recovery here, green day bouncing after, making a new low here on the week yesterday. Pretty much almost bouncing exactly off that that lower extreme there on the weekly chart. S&P 500 Spider ETF here, we do have a nice green day here, closing at the midline on the daily and the midline there on the weekly chart. Crypto, we'll start with XRP. We do have a red day here in XRP, just kind of ranging between, this 41 cent and 45 cent area. Sitting right there at that upper extreme on the weekly chart. Bitcoin doing the same thing, sitting up here at the upper end of this daily range, just consolidating. If you look, really no action on this week at all so far. But we still have 2 days left in the week for something to happen. Oil, red day here in oil. If you remember yesterday's video, I said it looked like it wanted to roll. It kind of rolled here, but is getting a massive wick here. So, gold, red day here in gold, not able to break through Monday's highs, just kind of consolidating up here as well at the upper end of this daily range. Silver, green day in silver too, breaking through yesterday's highs, just pushing its way up through this upper extreme here, but getting a pretty big wick here. So now we'll look at the trades. We'll start on the daily chart here on the S&P 500. A lot different action today than we got the past 2 days. As you can see, just all buying today, where the past 2 days were majority selling. We'll look at the 5-minute here. So there was a nice falling wedge here to, which is a bullish reversal pattern, which was good for call options here. As you can see, we opened up right here with a gap down And we broke out of this falling wedge here right above VWAP. So that was a really nice place for these contracts here to get long on these call options. So we're going to pull up these call options we were looking at here. The price was around, yeah, we were looking at the 392s. That's right. So yeah, we got these 392 call options pulled up here, today's expiration. And so your entry was here around 1140. These contracts were at about we'll call it 1.3. And as you got that breakout up there through the 200-day, you're looking at a 72% gain. And on the upper wake up here, we're looking at around a 118% gain. And you know, these did go up all day, so you know, if you held these through the day, you're looking at a 200% gain on these call options on this bullish reversal falling wedge pattern here. This would have also been a really nice entry because it was coming back as a retest on the open and that 200-day moving average above VWAP. And something else I do want to point out here, because they're on the 15-minute. So this was that 5-minute wedge down here. And if you look also, if you zoom out more, we were in a larger wedge too. Going back all the way to Wednesday, we were in a even larger falling wedge. Because the wedge we drew on the 5-minute was from this high and, you know, this low down here. But if you do zoom out, you know, you can see this larger falling wedge that we were in. So yeah, that's what also made this a really nice move, and why this would have also been another good entry here besides the breakout point on this retest, because you are retesting this larger uptrend here with that open VWAP and, you know, that moving average, that trade line coming up as support. So yeah, really nice reversal day here in the S&P 500. I said it would look like it was going to wick down this 388 level. We did come down and wick off that 389 level, so not quite down here to that 388, but, you know, really close. But yeah, nice day for call options on this reversal in the market here. I can show you the relativity here. As you can see here, this was just kind of like a descending triangle on the NASDAQ here, and this falling wedge on the SPY, and they did break out. Oh, the SPY actually broke out like 5 minutes before the Qs did, but when the Qs did get its breakout, it's what really pushed that SPY up there through that 200-day moving average. So yeah, really nice day for call options on this reversal. There actually was another trade I wanted to go over today too, which was a nice move we got here, and it was in Netflix. So as you can see, Netflix here getting its push up, pull back, consolidation, squeeze with upward momentum on this downtrend break, and it did make a nice move up to retest these highs up here. So yeah, this was another good opportunity here on Netflix, and we were looking at the I think it was the 330s on Netflix here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was these 330s. They're worthless now, but they made a decent move here. So if you got in these 330s, you know, somewhere down here, on this first push up, you're looking at a 280% gain. And on that push to retest the highs, you're looking at around a 420% gain. So monster move. There have been some really big moves this week. So yeah, really nice trade here on Netflix as well. We can zoom out to the daily so you can kind of see what was going on. Yeah, this was just breakout continuation up through this upper extreme here after breaking through that midline yesterday. You know, just bouncing after downtrending for, you know, over a month or so here. But if you look at the, we can zoom out more here. If you look at the 30-minute, it was a nice trade with this 30-minute trade line coming in as support and catching the bid here to push it out of this downtrend and get it up to this, a nice squeeze up here to this retest of the highs. And we did have that 50-day moving average up here as well, which I thought price would be drawn to. So yeah, really nice trade here on Netflix and the S&P 500. But yeah, so it looks like we are getting some type of, reversal here. We did close the week green on the SPY. And I'm telling you, these bands are getting really tight here on the S&P 500. So, there's an old saying where it's like, show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. So we have the S&P 500. We have the stock market getting squeezed here really tight. And we also have the dollar getting squeezed, starting to get pretty squeezed here. So, I would expect something to happen soon. Whether it be bullish or bearish, I'm not really sure. But I would expect some type of large catalyst to occur. Either in the economy, in the market, in the war, something. But, these charts are telling us that something big in the world is going to happen. So, yeah, definitely. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but something's going to happen. When you have markets like this and you have the dollar getting compressed, I mean, it's statistics, right? Like we were talking about in the squeeze video. There is statistically a higher probability at this moment in time that there is going to be a type of event that goes on in the world, in society, just because we're literally due based off how the market works and the dollar and everything. And the puppet masters or whatever you want to call it that control the whole show here, they know when it's time to make things happen. So yeah, I'm not trying to get too crazy with what I'm saying here, but definitely just keep an eye out for this this squeeze we got going on the weekly chart. And if you remember, the higher the time frame, the more powerful the squeeze. So I'm saying, we're either going to get a nice upside here, potentially going to all-time highs on the stock market, or we're talking like massive Great Depression type alert. But, I'm not going to be the one to tell you or make a prediction of what's going to happen, but I can tell you that for the past, 12 years, this quarterly 20 moving average has been support for the past 12 years, and that's what we're bouncing off of right now. So I will say that and point that out, but I'll leave it up to you to decide what's going to happen. But yeah, so that'll do it for the video. Appreciate y'all watching, and I will talk to y'all later.